And congratulations, Australian PGA Championship winner. How does that feel?
Well, it feels really good. I sat here a few days ago letting you know that this is the one I wanted, and it feels amazing to have been able to kind of tick the boxes down here in Australia now. I guess they've come fast in the end, but it's been a long road to get them all. But yeah, just really proud. I mean, the PGA's meant a lot to me and my family, so I think this is an incredible win, a very memorable one for me, being here on the Gold Coast as well. My first event back this year. Like I said out there, I think this is the icing on the cake for me.
Adam, can you talk us through your approach to 12? It was a signature shot of the tournament.
Yeah, well, I'd hit a great drive, obviously, a few hours before, and the warm-up was really good for me. I struggled a little bit, definitely with my driving on the front nine and a few of my shots, and the warming up again allowed me to just work on a couple things, alignment-wise, and get a good look at my lines. Really was the problem, I think, the alignment. So I got back out there, and the tough part was I was aiming too far left and I needed to aim further right, so I was aiming further right toward the water on that one, but I thought at some point you're going to have to trust it out here and hit some good shots to win, and I thought no better time than that one, and it just, you know, faded in off my intended line, and yeah, it was a pure strike and ended up being a great result and a big part of me going on to win, I think.
Adam, you mentioned the fact that there was the rain delay. Was it something that you welcomed, given that momentum was hard to build over that front nine?
Yeah, absolutely. I was feeling good in the delay because I just, not so much momentum-wise, but more I was hoping for rain because I was just not so comfortable on the greens. You know, my speed was so off on the weekend, I just couldn't get myself to hit it hard enough. And even though rain was coming, I just thought the greens might, even though they might be slower, they'd react a little better with shots and we'd have a chance to hit some close, which I ended up doing. So I felt a lot more comfortable seeing a little moisture in the greens than how we'd seen them the rest of the week. So I went back out feeling pretty good about myself, actually.
Adam, congratulations, mate. You dedicated that to your family out there, your old man as well. Can you just take us through what it meant to have everyone around and just get this result in this place?
Yeah, it's so nice. The whole week, like I said, has really been very special for me. Even out on the course, you know, seeing a lot of my mates out there and now their kids as well out there watching some golf. I didn't see my parents out there, but I knew they'd be around. And like I said, the PGA's obviously been in my family for a very long time. With it being the one that I hadn't won down here, I really wanted it bad. So, you know, it's a special win for me. I've felt incredible support from the crowd. It was good to see everyone so excited to see me win, but also I could feel them getting a little nervous as it was close out there for the first 10 or 12 holes, and them cheering me on to get the win was a good feeling as well.
Adam, can you just clarify what club you actually hit into the 12th?
I had a 4-iron.
4-iron.
How far was it?
It was 207.
No, sorry, how far from the hole was it?
Oh, how far from the hole was it? I don't know, 3 inches maybe? It wasn't far, it was this far maybe. So you could have made that one.
Sledge.
Adam, obviously Robert Allenby came here in 2005 and won all 3 of the. Are you starting to think, like you've obviously got a tough schedule, are you starting to think you could probably do something a bit special like that down here this summer?
Maybe I should answer that after next week. Yeah, it's a long way off and a lot of golf to play next week. I'd love to, absolutely. That'd be an incredible way to end the year. But I think I'm going to enjoy this for a couple of days before I think about playing next week and trying to win that, and then maybe an Australian Open. I mean, it'd be an incredible run, and I think what Robert did was remarkable. But he made it possible, so I'll be going for it for sure.
Adam, Jack Wilson, very fine effort from a trainee. Just behind was only the one shot at the rain break. Does that take you back to when you were a young fella trying to put a mark on the board at a big tournament?
Yeah, this is a great week for him. You know, I hope he's in the upcoming events because he certainly deserves to be playing like that today. This course really bared its teeth for us this week. I found it very difficult over the weekend to score, and for him to come out and play the way he did today and try and get a number in the clubhouse should give him a lot of confidence. And you know, we might be looking at one of the next great players from Australia. So, you know, I wish him the best for the rest of the summer because we should be encouraging guys like that to keep at it.
Adam, you'll close the gap on Tiger with this win at the top of the world rankings. There's still a fair gap there. In the scheme of things, you made it pretty clear winning majors is your priority now, but what about the world #1 ranking? Is that still a goal, and how achievable is it, do you think?
Well, I think it's a dream more than a goal is how I look at it. It's something that you shouldn't, you know, that's what I told myself when I was playing, you know, up at Twin Waters when I was a kid, or playing in the street when I was even younger with the plastic golf ball and stuff, that I wanted to be world #1, and for a long time it really wasn't attainable, and I'm getting close, so I'd like to get there, but I know I don't make it a goal because it's the process of getting there is winning tournaments. So if I can keep winning tournaments, I'm going to get close. And you know, there's no better time than now. I've never been closer, so I need to keep pushing on. And you know, the next 3 weeks are important for me in that because there are other big tournaments going on around the world where everyone else can get points, and I'm going to have to get as many as I can. I'd love to be #1. I think it definitely can happen, and I think my game's not far from being #1 in the world.
Adam, we've all admired your ball striking this week. I know there were 1 or 2 patches you talked about today you got out of alignment, perhaps a little bit on the early holes. But in terms of a ball striking week, how would this rank for you?
It was a good week. I think Thursday, I mean, driving Thursday was world class. It was all time. I had never driven it so good. But that's just one day. I drove it pretty good for the rest of the week as well. But you know, around a course like this where I felt not everyone's going to make all the putts. The greens were tricky, especially yesterday in the wind. It's tough to control speed, and if you're charging your putts and making a few, you're going to miss a few coming back as well, and that wasn't my idea. So I putted conservatively, but I used my ball striking to my strength. You know, I fall back on it, and it came through, especially when we came back out today. That's what really won me this event, was hitting 3 great iron shots in there close. So I don't know, I've hit the ball consistently well for 18 months, I would say, so this is kind of how I play. And when I putt well, I score really well, and if not, then I do the best I can, but this is about normal, I think, for ball striking.
Adam, you've obviously led and won tournaments all over the place. Walking down the 18th with a 4-shot lead on the Gold Coast, what was sort of going through your head there? Was it different to other events?
Flashback to 1996 or something when I was playing the Royal Pines Junior Classic. No, I just wanted to finish well, and I kind of knew it was mine after I hit it in the fairway. Everything was safe, but just kind of finish strong and enjoy the moment a little bit. I think sometimes you don't get to enjoy the moment so much, and this was a nice cushion to have coming up the last, certainly. And, you know, heard a couple of my mates yelling out as I was walking down the fairway and tried to keep focused on the job. But all in all, it was just a great week, and like I said, it'll be a very memorable one for me, I think.
Adam, you won the PGA on the Gold Coast. has it sort of maybe deepened your desire to defend it next year?
Well, I try and defend all tournaments. I haven't because of a couple odd circumstances, but absolutely I'd be loving to come back to defend. That is the intent for sure.
Adam, Rickie took out the flag on the eagle hole. Did he pass any comment particularly there to you?
I think he said something like, you had to go and one-up me, didn't you? Because he hit a really nice shot in there with a 3-wood, I presume. And then, yeah, I had a better one.
Adam, just a bit of a follow-up to Terry's question about next year. Have you had a chance to talk to Graham Marsh at all about what he's got in mind for the golf course?
No, I just met Graham for the first time the other day, just outside this door actually. He introduced himself and I have not seen what he's going to do, but he's obviously built a lot of courses and knows what he's doing. I'm sure he'll do a good job.
I think that's about all. So again, congratulations, Adam. Thank you for being so
Thanks so
generous with
much.
your time this
No
week.
worries.
Really.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.